So, imagine it's the 1850s. That is 35 Newland, and a Francis Clark at 17 years old has just opened his first chemist. He was a philanthropist, easy for you to say, and he was trying to follow in his father's footsteps. His father worked just back there on what was Gas Street, which doesn't exist anymore, but I think it's what is Urban Street in Lincoln. And he created something that became world famous. So famous that it might have inspired one of the most infamous, not even infamous is it, one of the most famous stories in the world. Now, Victorian England was incredibly different. You could pretty much just invent any old thing and say, this is brilliant, this will cure cancer. And that's basically what he did. He invented Clark's world famous blood mixture with the tagline, "The blood is the life." It's the coldest morning in England I think I've ever known. And this would put Francis Clark on the map. He became well renowned, and in this city, incredibly famous. Now, what we're walking to now is Park Street, and in the 1870s, Francis Clark created the company, the Lincoln and Midlands Drug Company, which would produce this blood mixture. And it was based on this street, although I do not know the address. I will tell you, we're walking to his other shop. That's what we're doing at the moment. Incredibly silly. Now, this company would run from here, which is now pretty much all student housing, I believe, until the 1970s. And this blood mixture, people you know would have taken it. Victorian era sounds so long ago. And it was, but obviously it did breed in to modern day. Now, his blood mixture was a cure-all, which were very popular amongst Victorian quackery. Basically, this blood mixture would cure cancer, it would cure your acne, it would cure your eczema, it would cure syphilis, easy for you to say, it would cure gout, it would cure everything. And as I said, the tagline was, "The blood is the life." I love when the world's this quiet. Focus on me. Problem with wearing gloves. Now, Bram Stoker, who wrote Dracula, he, in the book, as in the intro, has the line, "The blood is the life." And now, Dracula was 1897. and Bram Stoker suffered from syphilis, and it's what many biographies of the man say killed him. And now I don't think it's past reasonable assumption to assume that he had tried this blood mixture and it was awful, and he was a bit annoyed because in the book the quote is, "The blood is the life, though indeed the vendor of nostrum has vulgarised the term to the point of contempt." It sounds like he was pretty pissed off. In the book, in the film, it's Dracula that says it. In the book, it's Renfield. In the film, Francis Ford Coppola's film, it's Tom Waits' character that plays Renfield, and Tom Waits is the greatest American songwriter of all time. Go away and listen to him. Check out Ruby's Arms, Hold On, Whistle Down the Wind. It was actually down this street that we've just walked up I first ever heard Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis, and I loved that song. Good times. Now, Francis Clark was a celebrity in this town, and he did a lot of good, although his blood mixture in 1905 was deemed to contain only water, sugar, alcohol, chloroform and aminum. So total quackery going on. But he donated a lot of money to the poor in the city. He donated the lion to the Arboretum that we all know, and his big store was here. You're not going to be able to hear me from the lorry. Now, no, you can't hear anything. Now, it's always, when you do bits of history like I do, let me just get down here, folks. There's not a lot to see on this video, so don't worry. When you're doing a lot of like history and stuff, and you see that it was a Francis Clark, and now what is his shop is now Clark's Shoe Shop, alarm bells ring. But apparently I found two sources that say that was his shop. Now, yeah, he donated the lion to the Arboretum. If you're from Lincoln, that weird house at the corner of Brant Road and Newark Road, which my mother calls the gingerbread house, and the hall that's next to it, which is a care home, he built that. It's a quirky house in Lincoln, but that's his. But he was basically a quack. He basically sold sugary water and proclaimed it as the greatest blood mixture that science and health has brought to light. Quote. And I just find it interesting that the tagline of that was, "The blood is the life." And that's kind of Dracula's mantra, the blood is the life. And the guy that wrote Dracula suffered from a symptom which was one of the main things that this blood mixture cured. And the quote I read out is quite pissed off. The vendor of a certain noctrum has vulgarised the term to a certain contempt. But that's the story. Did his blood mixture inspire the novel? Bless her, I used to support her at the YMCA. She don't look good. Who knows, but I find it an interesting story. And check out Tom Waits. Hope you enjoyed the brief walk. It's first thing in the morning again, and I need tea. Bye. So I'm just walking away from doing the Dracula video. Look at that sky. Oh, it's not as good as it just was. A blood sky for a Dracula story. Also, one of the songs by Tom Waits I said to sing. The sky is red and the world is on fire, and the corn is taller than me, and the dog is tied to the wagon of rain, and the road is as wet as the sea. I had that lyric going around in my head when I was seeing the sky. It was so much better a minute ago. But I thought I would share that. I found it beautiful. Anyway, thanks again. Please like and subscribe. Take care, mate.